Matt, gonna do a presentation. My father Pedro again.
What up?
My sister, she's pregnant.
Hi.
My mom.
Hi.
And my girlfriend Nashana.
Hi.
So I decided to do my presentation on assassination. Did not mean for it to rhyme. Anyways. Causes for assassinations. There are many reasons why somebody would want to assassinate somebody, but these are the reasons why I think personally why someone would want to assassinate somebody. Assassination is basically a murder of prominent person. Put that in better grammar. Usually important leaders are the ones to get assassinated. And how that would happen would be like, let's say you would disagree with what I have to say. Instead of arguing with me, you would probably find somebody to assassinate me. That way the problem would just be, solved. Pretty violent. Occasionally, there's some people that, either they get kidnapped and then beaten to death, or there's some random occasions where a firing squad will come after you. It's not great. It's not. Assassinations still do happen today. As you can see here, I wrote a couple reasons why that would still happen today. Modern assassinations are the killings of important people. I already said that. Yeah. Getting a little ahead of myself, a little nervous. But I believe there's two sides to every assassination. Let's say, like for us, Osama bin Laden was probably a big one that many people disagreed with and were happy when he was assassinated. I'm sure the people of Islam were not too happy about that. Same thing with Fidel Castro. I'm sure a lot of Cubans, me included, were happy when that happened. Assassinations can be good or bad, depending on which side of the fence you lay on. There are some cases where Americans also assassinated some other people for our country, and we're always painted to be the better ones, but that's just because they leave the bad things we did out of the textbook, if that makes sense. We don't want to be painted as the bad guys, I believe there's always a motive behind an assassination. Conspiracies will always happen, and that could be either good or bad. It kind of gets your mind off of the killing in a way. That way you're not really too focused on who died and more focused on why he died, if that makes sense. People always try to cover up an assassination, although the statement, take it with a grain of salt. I just think that our government will probably try to hide what we do. It's just the way I think. No proof that I can find. But for the better, assassinations have been glorified in the coming years, made into video games, which I'm kind of a hypocrite because they're bad, but I do enjoy them. I love Assassin's Creed. That's one of the great assassin games. It's in the title. Hitman is also a great assassination game, but it promotes violence, and so do a lot of movies. Even Assassin's Creed made a movie about assassinations. There is a lot of scare tactics involved with assassinations as well. Our own government tries to scare us sometimes when we see that we're getting out of control. There's some instances where a failed attempt would be on purpose, just to make sure that that we know what's going on. There are many assassination attempts that are failed, and pretty much proves that some people are just untouchable. They're also used for tools for insurgents. Insurgent groups have often employed assassinations as a tool to further their causes. The Red Bridges in Italy carried out assassinations of positive figures to a lesser extent, but they also did that as a scare tactic as well. Um, this part was kind of hard. It's like you don't want to get too into it and then you start to feel a little crazy. I kind of did. But you start getting into how assassinations are done, and most of them are planned, believe it or not. A major study about assassination attempts in the United States showed that 25% of actual attackers were found to be delusional, a figure that rose to 60% in the coming years, that's kind of sad if you think about it. I don't know what happens there, either like a rough childhood, or you just do what we eat, if that makes sense. But I just find it kind of scary that 60% were delusional. That's a pretty big percent, and I don't know how it rose to that high. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.